Hey fam, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be creating my own custom Leo palette. This palette actually came from Zodiac Cosmetics and I kind of took it upon myself to Frankenstein things a bit. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to get into it right now. So quick disclaimer before we get into the video. The shadows I used to create this palette came from two different brands. One was Zodiac Cosmetics and one was Clarity Cosmetics. I purchased single mattes and shimmers from Clarity Cosmetics and I purchased the Leo Zodiac palette from Zodiac Cosmetics. I used the palette today to create this look, and after using the shades, I'm not sure if I can recommend either formula. However, I also did recently pick up the Berry Royal palette from Clarity Cosmetics. It was just delivered today, and I have to say that the formula in this palette feels a lot different from the mattes and shimmers I swatched that I purchased individually. I would say that the new formula, I'm assuming it's new because it feels a lot different than the singles. I would compare most closely to Give Me Glow Cosmetics. The mattes in this palette are incredibly creamy. The shimmers are beautiful. I have not tried it on the eyes yet, so I'm not giving a recommendation or anything, but I can say that I think there have been vast improvements in the formula from the singles to this palette. I have not tried it on the eyes yet, so I'm not giving a recommendation or anything, but I can say that I think there have been vast improvements in the formula from the singles to this palette. I haven't tried anything else from Zodiac Cosmetics yet, but I don't think I'll be repurchasing from that brand. However, the palette itself is very beautiful. And the pans inside of that palette are the exact same size as those offered by JD Glow and Give Me Glow. So if you would like to follow my example and recreate your own Zodiac palette with different shades inside of that kind of a component, I would recommend Give Me Glow or JD Glow over Zodiac or the singles from Clarity Cosmetics. However, I feel very hopeful about this new palette. The formula feels, like I said, so much better. I just didn't want to just hop into this video and be swatching shades without letting you guys know I'm not quite sure about the formula yet. I do still want to play with my palette and I'm going to have a lot of fun with it, and I'm going to try to find a way to make these shades work a little bit better. But I know that this was the second look I attempted tonight and it was a struggle. So I just wanted to interject that quick little update. And now without further ado, let's get into reimagining the Zodiac palette. I have this Leo palette here from Zodiac Cosmetics. So Teresa's dead, pick up the Libra one. And I was like, oh, I want the Leo one. I think this packaging is exquisite. The formula inside is not too bad. Some colors are a little bit more special than others. Like I really like this shimmer here and also this purple shimmer. They're like really beautiful colors. The mattes aren't even too bad. So I thought it might be kind of fun to depot this palette, and I have some singles here from Clarity Cosmetics, and then create our own little color story, more representative of the kind of palette that I would like. And we'll use some of these shades too. I left enough spots to keep 2 of these shades, and create our own little custom palette. So hopefully that sounds like fun to you guys. I'm just gonna kind of pull out our little items from the box, and I have 10 singles from Clarity Cosmetics. And these for reference are the same size as JD Glow. I just have some like manicuring tools that I use to try to depot things. I'm gonna just kind of try to wedge these little shadows, hopefully not break any, out of this beautiful palette. Okay, so now that we've depotted all of the shades, we're left with this kind of bare cardboard palette. Okay, now for the fun part. So we're gonna set this kind of off to the side a little bit. These are our original, whoa, making a big old mess. These are our original shades from the palette that we can choose from. Okay, I cleaned that up. That was a hot mess. Here are our new Clarity Cosmetics shadows. Picked up High Class. This is really pretty purple. Got a deeper purple shimmer. This one is called Leo, so we know that one's going in. Then we have, what's this one? Aurora. And I've never tried Clarity Cosmetics before, so this will be fun. Get to try a new indie brand. I know Kelly Gooch was recently talking about Clarity Cosmetics. She had gotten that pink that I actually picked up too. She's like, this pink's amazing. Like, she was really raving about the formula, so I wanted to give it a try. This just looks so up my alley, just as I'm like pulling these out of the little packages. Like already, does that not look like joy? Come on now, you know me and the sparkle. This is the one I think Kelly was talking about. Yeah, Baby Breath. This one is called Pretty Little Liar. So they're similar, but this one seemed more purple toned. I just thought it was a little bit deeper, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see. This one is a little bit crumbled. It's super soft. So that might be one that I keep in its pack. It's like a pressed glitter, but it's delightful. It actually like blends. It doesn't get all stuck to my finger. It's so pretty. But I'm just afraid it's gonna like explode out of here because it's so soft. I'm gonna definitely hold on to the packaging for this one because I might just end up in that in its own thing. The last color here is Toxic Trait. Okay, so now we have the fun part of choosing our shades. And I first want to start with this light pink matte. Oh, mattes are a little bit crumbly. And I want to see the difference between that matte and this matte. They're pretty close. One is a little deeper than the other, so I think they'll both be okay. But I wonder if we can get like a mid-tone. I'm thinking probably the pink and the purple. Maybe. All right, let's start with Leo. And we'll put that one in that last spot. Oh, that's very pretty. It's like a creamier formula, a satiny shimmer. Let's try to develop a color story. Kind of see what looks good together. So if we did Leo and that guy, and then maybe this purple one, and then that guy, and then maybe like that. Green, pink, maybe what do we think about that? Then I'm wondering if I should take out, because I think I can blend out the pink and the purple with the pink and the purple in here, so I don't think this is needed. Maybe the black? This is tricky. Let's swatch what we have so far. It's pretty cool. It's almost kind of like a pressed glitter formula, but not quite. It's actually really gorgeous. This one. Oh, and this shade was Playboy. This is Aurora. Goodness, that's so pretty. That's kind of giving me the vibes of the Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette with that little green, the pop of green. I think that's really pretty. We already have that one swatched. We have that one swatched. And this one is High Class. We have our hot pink. We have this blue. Blue is called Summer Nights. This shade is Toxic Trait. Then we have our deep purple from the Zodiac palette. So far we're keeping the purple and that hot pink from the Zodiac palette. Everything else is Clarity. And then we just need to pick one more shade from the Zodiac palette. This one is Mixed Feelings. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. Holy cow. Okay, so for our missing puzzle piece to our color story, I don't know if we would want a gold or this mustard color. or that burgundy shade, or if we want to put the black in, or that shade. This is my favorite other shade from the Zodiac palette. I don't know if it really fits. It is pretty. I swatched it over here so we have some room for some others. But I kind of want another matte because we only have, well, we have 4 mattes. We have pink, hot pink, and purple for our mattes. And then everything else is a shimmer. I'm kind of leaning towards this, okay. I'm kind of leaning towards this mustardy shade. Because I think that could be really pretty with the gold and the green and would give us like a more neutral option. The black, these mattes are so crumbly, it's unreal. I don't really feel like I reach for black shades enough to make that decision. What about this kind of greeny gold color? It's kind of like a basic gold. This one I've always really liked. I thought this was like the most special shade in the palette. It's like a gold with a little bit of like purple in it. Could be like a pretty inner corner highlight. I just feel like we'd be better off with a matte. So this is our potential color story, kind of stopping here. And then we need one more shade. I think I want the mustard shade. You have this kind of dark maroon. It's a really pretty red, but I don't think it really goes with anything else. I didn't swatch the yellow though. Yeah, that's a no. I think I'm gonna go with this neutral shade. I just think it's our best choice. So what do you think of that color story? I think that's our color story. All right, so let's go ahead and put these in the palette.
Okay, guys, so I just wanted to kind of show you this up. I glued some magnets into the bottom of the palette, and then I'm thinking that I might update the color story to this. Take out that lighter pink, the baby breath color, and take out that caramel color and maybe add in this deeper raspberry and then that burgundy shade. I feel like this color story is a bit more cohesive and allows for more diversity of looks. I think it would help to have these shades for blending and creating a full look. Whereas I really like these other 2 shades, and if I had 2 more spaces, I would add them. I would also add that kind of gold sparkly shade from the Zodiac palette if I had 3 more spaces, but since I only have the 12, I'm thinking that this color story is more cohesive. And this raspberry shade was one that I had set to the side when I was depotting and then misplaced and didn't even realize I had that as an option. I'm currently leaning toward this. I'm like wrestling between the caramel color and this raspberry color. But I think the rest of this I'm pretty happy with. And I think it'd be a really beautiful color story to play with. If I could, I would add like these 3 shades too. Maybe not in those placements. I think that would be a gorgeous color story if I could add those additional 3 shades. But I think that's going to be our final 12 pan palette. So that is the completed palette. And then you see I have that little magnetic palette off to the side where I had that one shade from the Shannexo palette with Beach Cosmetics. And then we have the light pink Clarity Cosmetics shade. And we have 3 other shades from the Zodiac palette. And I think even using these 2 palettes in conjunction with one another would be a beautiful color story. And then the remaining shades from the Zodiac palette, I think I'm just going to go ahead and declutter. I think I'm going to switch those 2 shades at the bottom. I don't know, that's just so beautiful. I want to like play with this right away. I'm so excited for this palette. I think it's so beautiful. What do you guys think? Do you think I made the right choices? Would you like the little bonus palette? Oh, I'm so in love. Here are our swatches of the entire palette. Y'all, I am living.
So definitely let me know what you guys thought about this video, and if you enjoyed it, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess. I love you guys so very much, and until the next video,